All right then, so now it is time for the seventh module on customer service. Now, again, everything that you've learned up until this point will teach you everything about how to list the item and get it sorted. However, if your customer service isn't great, you will only get that one sale. That's not going to lead to repeat customers. And again, as you probably got from these playlists, from these videos, repeat customers is the name of the game. It is how you are going to create that repeat income and how you are going to get people coming back and hungry for your product. Now, if we get started straight away, we're going to get started on the buyer FAQs section. So this lesson is more about what are the frequently asked questions that buyers will ask. And trust me, buyers will ask a lot of the same questions over and over again. We'll go through just a couple of these questions and just talk about the best way of responding to these buyer FAQs. Now, first of all, why does buyer communication matter, and why does it matter that you respond in a certain way? Now, a clear and friendly response enhance buyer experience. Buyers will be happy, they're asking the question for a reason. They're not doing it to be malicious or waste your time or anything like that. If you give them a good response, it's going to enhance their experience. And of course, even if that doesn't lead to a sale, that may lead to a sale later down the line as well. So empathy with the customer. If you're empathetic, if you feel like what they're saying, okay, fine, I understand where you're coming from. Let me respond in a nice way. And that will build trust and again, lead to more sales as well. Now, professionalism. Make sure that you're professional, prompt replies. So for example, if a buyer speaks to you, asks for a question, if you reply within 1 or 2 minutes, that's going to reduce confusion in disputes and definitely lead to more sales. The quicker that you respond to them, this will lead to more sales. 100%, I guarantee you. Try that out. Respond to a buyer 2 hours later or respond to a potential buyer within 30 seconds. The difference you'll see is astonishing. Now, let's get started with some common buyer FAQs and responses. Now, some common responses, some common questions that we've got on the slides over here are, can you provide more details about the item's condition? Now, you may think, oh, buyer, I put, everything within the description. I put all the condition, I've taken pictures, anything like that. You may get frustrated and you're like, I put all the effort in, but don't worry, they may have just missed it. Remember, be empathetic and respond professionally. So, of course, this item is in excellent condition, gently used with no noticeable flaws. Let me know if you need more photos or details. Potentially point them to the photos of the measurements. Say that, the all condition is mentioned in the description. Please have a look. Remember, be friendly, be professional. What about measurements? If they're asking, what are the measurements? You can say, great question. The measurements are blah, blah, blah. Let me know if you need any further help with sizing. Again, you're leaving an open-ended question there, and that makes sure that they are going to come back for you for repeat business. They will come back to you. You're approachable. You offer some personality there, and they're going to love that, and that will lead to more sales. Another question, do you offer international shipping? You can say, yes, I do offer international shipping. Cost and delivery times may vary. Send me your location and I'll provide options. They'll send you your location. You go into your courier website, see how long and how expensive it will be to ship to them. Again, if you don't offer international shipping, you are losing out on how many billions of people are out there that are not part of your country, not part of the UK, not part of the US. So make sure that you're kind with them. Again, if they don't speak too good English, because I've had a lot of, buyers that are speaking in Russian or German or something, Google Translate is free. And just be helpful, and they'll really appreciate if you respond in their own language. Even if Google Translate messes up a bit on the translation, it's fine. They'll get the gist, they'll understand, and they will really appreciate it. Another question will be, can we negotiate the price? So you can say something like, yes, I appreciate your interest. The price is competitive, but I'm open to reasonable offers. Feel free to make me one. They will send you an offer, and that leads an open-ended point for them to give you an offer. And again, this ties in with the offers section that we spoke about in past lectures. Now, what are some more responses and what are some more frequently asked questions from buyers may give you? What is your return policy? You can say, we offer or I offer a something, 14, 30, 60-day return policy. If the item isn't as expected, contact me for a hassle-free return. Again, professionalism makes them feel that you're professional, makes them feel that you're friendly, makes them feel that you're empathetic. And again, buyers will really appreciate that, and they will lead to more sales with you, and they will always choose you over future buyers, leading to more repeat purchases. You guessed it correctly. Now, do you offer expedited shipping? Another one. Absolutely. I offer faster shipping for an additional fee. Let me know if you'd like to upgrade. Now, your standard shipping process, let's say you offer free shipping, might be, 48-hour delivery or 2 to 3 day delivery. No problem. Some buyers may need the item immediately. If you offer next day delivery, you have the right to charge them a little bit more. Buyers understand that you are not going to get the item to them tomorrow for the same price because it costs more. You know, you've got margins, and buyers do appreciate that. And many buyers will be absolutely fine with paying a little bit extra, and they are fine. If you make that known, that, okay, for £1 to £2, for maybe $2 more, £2 more, I can get it to you tomorrow. Buyers will appreciate that and they will happily spend the extra $2 if they know that you are professional enough to get the item sent off. And again, you're being empathetic with their situation, empathetic that they need the item quicker. And if you're offering that, they will choose you over someone else, especially since they're in a desperate situation and they need the item. If you respond within 30 seconds to a minute, you get that sorted, they will guaranteed choose you over potentially someone else that they have asked the same question. The quicker that you reply, the quicker that they'll get the sale for you, particularly in this instance when they are desperate for the item. Now, this is that's a really key one that you guys should pay attention to. Another frequently asked question: are there discounts for bulk orders? You can say, yes, I can offer 5%, 10%, 20% discount for larger purchases. Let me know how many items you're interested in and which items. Open-ended, upselling, you're selling one product, but they may want more products. Even if they don't need them, they'll probably still buy them off you just because of that discount. Again, this ties over into the offers and discounts lessons that we have spoken about before. Now, what are some best practices for buyer communication? Be prompt. Like I said, 30 seconds to a minute is the goal. Quick responses improve buyer confidence. Remember, stay professional. Keep your replies clear, polite, helpful, professional. Offer solutions as well. Anticipate any concerns that they may have and provide options. You know that some buyers may want the item tomorrow. You know that you may have international customers. So don't be surprised when people want that. Make sure that you have your options open and make sure that you know exactly what you are going to offer when people ask this to you. You know, be prepared for any situation and make sure that you have answers pre-ready to give them. This will just mean that you're professional. This means that you're anticipating anything, and just shows your preparedness in business, in reselling. Now, another, show empathy, understand the buyer's needs and address them warmly. Make sure that you're friendly, make sure that you're inviting, make sure that they know that they can trust you and therefore lead to more sales. So in conclusion, good communication leads to more trust, leads to more sales, as mentioned. Make sure that you tailor your responses for buyer concerns and therefore will lead to better engagement. Don't give them a generic answer. And the worst thing nowadays are when these AI chatbots, I'm sure you know that, if you need something with a bank or something like that, and it just gives you an AI generated response, it's the worst thing. Make sure that you tailor it to the particular buyer, and that will show that you're empathetic, show that you're warm. And again, lastly, respond professionally and helpfully to create a positive shopping experience. Now, hopefully that brief lesson was really helpful for you. And in the next lesson, we will give you a pro tip on how to deal with more difficult buyers. Understandably, everywhere in business, you are going to get more difficult buyers, buyers that want to waste your time. This lesson was about how to have buyers that were really helpful for you and, are genuinely trying to buy things from you. And how are you going to differentiate and deal with customers that don't value your time and don't value you as a business person? So if you want to learn more about these difficult buyers, we'll see you in the next lesson.